Welcome back everybody. Today we're not going to be installing the Type X reverse taillights like I thought we were. Instead we're going to be talking about the lean issue with Stella, my daily driver S13. But first, a big congratulations to a couple of the YouTubers out there who guessed quite closely to what the number was going to be. Stella's weight ended up coming in at 2660, pretty close to the guesses of 2680 and 2640, so I'll end up sending both of you guys a sticker. So congrats to you. Now just to give some of you new guys to the channel a little baseline of what's going on, or how the car is set up, I'm going to show you what's under the hood real quick. So here we have a semi-built SR20DET. Forged internals, bigger cams, bigger S15 Turbo, 550cc DishWorks injectors, adjustable fuel pressure regulator, running a 340 liter per hour fuel pump. The blow-off valve is recirculated back into the intake, running a Z32 MAF, which is used. Thought about buying a new one. Also running a boost controller dual stage, so I run wastegate pressure on low boost, which is like supposed to be 7 pounds, but it ends up being like 10 or 15 pounds with the little surge spring in there, and then goes up to 15 on high boost, sometimes a little past that. That's pretty much it. Basic setup on how this engine runs. Running BKR7E spark plugs along with some P2M replacement coil packs and a fresh spark plug wiring harness from Wiring Specialties. All in all, pretty basic bolt-on build. Now let's get to the not so fun stuff. Why has my car been running lean for the past year, and why haven't I been able to figure it out? Well, to be honest, to answer that second question, I'm just a terrible amateur mechanic who works on his stuff whenever he can. So I do what I can. I don't want to pay other people to do my stuff because I just enjoy working on it. So I could probably get out of this mess real quickly by possibly paying some other shop to see what's wrong with the car, but I'm just too stubborn and I enjoy working on these cars too much to do that. So to give you some backstory on why I'm having this lean issue, or how I got to this lean issue, is I started having problems about a year ago at Streetcar Takeover. I was driving over to the event, running kind of lean at wide open throttle, and my brakes were kind of soft, so I figure probably have a bad brake booster. Yeah, brake booster. So having very little vacuum on there, swapped it out with a good one. Brakes feel great, but I'm still having a lean issue. So I've gone through so many parts trying to figure this out, anywhere from upgrading to a bigger DishWorks 340 liter per hour fuel pump, to brand new DishWorks fuel injectors. Not hitting on those guys at all, I love their products. It's just, I'm just a terrible mechanic and I'm just throwing parts at this thing, which you should absolutely not do. What else have I done? I've done an adjustable fuel pressure regulator. I've redone the fuel lines. I've done smoke tests, vacuum leak tests, boost leak tests. What else have I done? Given it so many once-overs, I can't begin to count the amount of hours that I've spent chasing this lean issue problem. It drives great when you're just cruising around and not quite on wide open throttle, and still drives great on wide open throttle. But in order to give the car back that drivability that it had before, I needed to up the fuel pressure from the 43.5 psi that it should be for base fuel pressure up to 70 psi, which is way above there. I'm definitely pushing a little more fuel out of these injectors now, these 550s. The car seems to be drivable now. Even after upping the fuel pressure though, I was having lean issues, and it wasn't until just a couple days ago, just sitting down in the garage, taking the wiring harness off, and then taking the fuel rail off and just checking the rubber grommets on there, seeing if there's any leaks, any kinks in the lines or anything like that. Did find kind of a small, what I thought could be a kink, but I'm pretty sure it's like an OEM thing that's put there, so I'm pretty sure I didn't do that one. Anyway, the car runs so much better now after unplugging the wiring harness and plugging it back in. I'm now running at 11.5 for wide open throttle, which is great. Still kind of iffy about the 70 psi fuel pressure. I know the fuel pressure regulator can handle it. Might shorten the life of the fuel pump, and I'm sure the injectors are going to be fine. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting at with my lean issue currently. I just wanted to give you guys a current update as to what's going on with the car. It is my daily driver. I do drive it almost every single day, so I've been fighting really hard to figure out what the problem is. At this point in all the troubleshooting though, I'm kind of at an impasse with this car. I've looked over so many things and I'm kind of tired of troubleshooting, looking at sensor voltages, ground resistances. I'm kind of over it, and now that she's driving somewhat okay, the power is pretty consistent, feels pretty good, I think I might just leave it where it's at. That's literally all I wanted to talk about though. I know a lot of you guys have lean issues. You're chasing them down. I've been chasing them down, trying to update you guys on what's going on. Hopefully my mess has been able to help you. I still have no idea what exactly I did, although I do have kind of a small inkling as to what may have been the case. When I pulled off the fuel injector clips for the wiring harness, I noticed that the very back one wasn't clipped in all the way. So it wasn't quite like it was running on 3 cylinders, but there could have been some discontinuity in the electricity and the injector getting signal from the wiring harness, causing it to not give that number 4 cylinder all the fuel that it needs to. So that could have been a cause, who knows. I just know that it's running way better now. Really happy with it. I've been dying to really get on this car and drive it aggressively and spiritedly. Hopefully someday we'll make it to the track. 6 months till graduation. Can't wait till then. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry it wasn't much. I just wanted to put out any information that I can about my lean issue. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. Leave a like either way. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.